up to another day of Tesla Shorts Time, episode 531 for July 4th, 2026. I'm Patrick, coming to you from Vancouver. Here's what you need to know about Tesla today. A 379,000-mile 2019 Model 3 in Canada still shows strong battery health, giving owners concrete data on long-term pack durability. Tesla posted its strongest second quarter results to date. Record quarterly deliveries came from a refreshed Model Y, higher oil prices, and U.S. incentives. European registrations surged in the run-up to the delivery report. Germany saw volumes quadruple year over year to more than 16,000 units. The United Kingdom reached 30% electric vehicle share in June. Tesla's own UK volumes rose 42% month over month. That momentum now sets the baseline for second-half production planning. With Europe now contributing more volume, look at how Tesla plans to scale one of its key plants there. Tesla revised its outlook for Giga Berlin upward. The plant is now targeted at an annual capacity of 400,000 vehicles. Earlier comments had downplayed near-term expansion at the site. Improved Model Y availability and stronger European demand signals drove the change. Berlin is positioned to become a larger share of total output alongside Texas and Shanghai. While Berlin scales hardware, Tesla is also pushing software capability to a much larger installed base. Tesla began rolling out a lighter version of full self-driving to roughly 4 million older vehicles. These cars were built before the current hardware generation. The update delivers core autonomy features through over-the-air delivery. No hardware changes are required for owners of these earlier models. The move expands the fleet running FSD, while newer hardware remains the focus for unsupervised work. As more cars gain autonomy features, Tesla is also extending financial services tied to those same vehicles. Tesla Insurance will launch in Washington state in the coming weeks. The product uses real-time vehicle data to set premiums. Washington becomes the latest addition after earlier state rollouts. The expansion adds another recurring revenue stream inside the Tesla app ecosystem. Real-world durability data helps Tesla underwrite that insurance more precisely. Subaru completed a 2,000-kilometer test of its Trailseeker electric SUV on routes that exceed the Model Y's off-road limits. The comparison highlights differences in ground clearance, approach angles, and all-terrain tires between the two vehicles. Tesla's crossover remains focused on paved road efficiency and software features rather than extreme trail use. The test shows how rival EVs are carving out capability niches the Model Y does not target. Source: Yahoo Autos, July 4th, 2026. A thief damaged equipment at an Australian Tesla supercharger site and then exhibited unusual post-incident actions. The event adds to a pattern of vandalism targeting charging infrastructure in multiple regions. Tesla relies on these stations for both customer convenience and brand visibility. Repair costs and downtime affect the reliability narrative around the network. An owner in Canada tested a 2019 Model 3 with 379,000 miles. The pack retained usable capacity well above typical expectations for that mileage. The results add to the record of real-world Tesla battery longevity outside warranty. Owners and buyers can reference these figures when assessing used vehicle values. High-mileage battery data turns every long-serving Tesla into a rolling laboratory. Calendar aging and charge cycle wear do not automatically render packs uneconomic after warranty expiration. Residual values depend on buyers trusting that remaining capacity will support daily driving for years ahead. When degradation stays predictable, the secondary market expands and supports higher new vehicle prices through stronger trade-ins. The same data also informs Tesla's insurance and financing products with lower uncertainty than competitors. Real-world pack health metrics let the company price policies and loans more precisely. Lower risk translates into thinner margins on those services while still remaining profitable. Over time, the advantage compounds because only Tesla can update software and thermal management parameters across the entire fleet. JP Morgan maintains its hold rating on Tesla despite the recent delivery beat and stock movement. Analysts cited ongoing questions around margin trajectory and robotaxi timelines as reasons for the neutral view. The rating remains unchanged following the quarterly update. Investors watch whether future data shifts the firm's position. Source: Google News, July 3, 2026. RBC Capital keeps its buy rating on Tesla after reviewing second quarter results. RBC pointed to delivery outperformance and European registration trends as supportive factors. The rating and price target stayed consistent with prior views. Portfolio managers track whether the firm adjusts targets on upcoming regulatory or product milestones. ETFs are pitched as a buffer for Tesla stock volatility following the post-delivery share decline. The suggestion focuses on diversified exposure rather than direct TSLA ownership during uncertain periods. Several funds track broader EV and clean energy baskets that include Tesla. The approach offers one way to maintain thematic exposure without single stock swings. Tesla's robotaxi faces Florida man scrutiny in Miami over whether the unsupervised service can handle the city's unique driving culture and tourist traffic. The piece frames the launch as an early stress test for real-world, unsupervised operation. Local conditions include heavy pedestrian activity, unpredictable road users, and frequent weather changes. Early ride data will show how the system manages these variables. Source: clubalpha.it, July 3, 2026. Torque News explores what a Tesla 3-row SUV styled like the Rivian R1S could mean for Model Y sales volume. The piece argues such a vehicle would expand Tesla's addressable market beyond the current crossover footprint. It compares dimensions, pricing, and capability gaps between the two brands. No official Tesla product is confirmed, yet the discussion highlights demand signals for larger electric SUVs. Now, one thing worth watching is a recent incident that highlights the limits of driver assistance claims. A Texas driver faces manslaughter charges after his Tesla struck a home and killed a woman inside. The driver claimed autopilot was active during the crash. Vehicle logs showed he had overridden the system. Tesla's telemetry provided the key evidence distinguishing driver input from automated control. The case underscores how crash investigations now rely on detailed vehicle data to establish responsibility. On a lighter note, Tesla is also selling something new for summer road trips. Tesla added a dual-zone fridge option to the Model Y through its online shop. The unit creates separate temperature zones for different items during outdoor use. Owners can now treat the vehicle as a mobile cooler without aftermarket modifications. The accessory expands Tesla's direct sales of vehicle-specific gear beyond floor mats and chargers. Before we go, keep an eye on how the second half production plan adjusts after these European registration gains. And that's a wrap on today's Tesla news. TSLA closed at $393.45, down $31.85, 7.5%. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating or review. It genuinely helps other Tesla fans find us. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. See you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen. Fascinating Frontiers, the most fascinating news from space and science. Find every show free at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.